Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily with organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent, available online, not available on Sundays, Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
Yes, Lord. And then Anderson .Paak. We bike.
Hey, did you see? Speaking of which, did you see Anderson .Paak do the Soul Train line on the Jennifer Hudson show?
No, I did not.
So J Hood has this thing, like it's a social media thing. It's actually cool. When she has a guest on, the guest does the Soul Train line on the way into the studio. They film it, throw it up on social media, and it's a cool little thing they do. Okay. Anderson .Paak by far has the best Soul Train line I have seen done on this whole format.
Okay, now I got some homework to go research.
Matter of fact, while you're talking to the people about starting up this process that we're doing here,
you're going to send me the link.
I absolutely will.
Pause.
What are you going to do with this information?
First and foremost, today's date. We are doing this on a Saturday for y'all. Saturday, February 21st. Yeah, my Lord.
Yeah, my Lord.
I said, yeah, my Lord.
Yeah, my Lord.
2026.
Mafia.
Yeah. Wait, I can't just say yeah. There it is.
Come on, bro. Come on, brother.
As always, the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast infused with hip hop is sponsored by Sir Vigor Pro Audio. SirVigor.com is your pro audio source for all of your home audio, motorcycle audio, marine audio. Suave, where we at?
On a boat.
We out here on the boat. Also, Bluetooth portable audio. Go to the cart. Shouts out Henry. Shouts out Gary. Go to the cart. Pop in the code BPBC and get 10% off your entire purchase. Straight like that. SirVigor.com, Vigor Pro Audio. Also, Vida Hermosa Cigars, VidaHermosaCigars.com. Vida Hermosa Cigars, a beautiful life deserves a premium smoke. Smoking is cigars is not an alternative for smoking cigarettes. Vida Hermosa Cigars is a beautiful life. Check in with us. Activities loading really, really soon as the spring and the sun comes out. We get our time back. We're gonna be outside and up in this simultaneously. Also, tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. Suave, we got a sale going on. Tell them about it.
Look, right now, when you go to tinyurl.com/BPBC merch, pick out whatever you want. Take it to the checkout. Put in code BPBC BBG. No spaces. 20% off.
Is this your Mark Briscoe attempt? Hey, go to the cart, put in BPBC, get your BDG.
Hey, look, I see. I hadn't pulled out the Mark Briscoe accent.
The word of the day.
Last time we did it.
Discount.
The word of the day is savings. So if you go to tinyurl/BPBC merch right now and conglomerate with your cart and put in where it says promo code BPBCBBG, guess what's going to happen? You and all of your comrades will get 20% off.
Thank you, Mark Briscoe. Appreciate the cameo appearance.
And as we know and have been told on the last few offerings, once you have purchased 4 items from the merch store, the 5th item is on my co-host.
On me for the free. That's how I go.
So you get 20% off the first 4. And then a whole 5th for free.
5th.
2020. Like 5th. That's crazy.
All right, so that's the rundown there. So where are we at with it? This year, we have the award show. This is our BPBC award show, by the way, 2025 awards. We do this like no other. There's been a lot of people coming with award shows or awards, and
that's what made us remember to do ours.
Lots of waxing poetic for the wrong reasons on different accounts.
A lot of waxing that turned into glazing from other people.
Lots of handling.
Yo, pause.
It's on them.
Take it easy.
It's literally all on them.
BG.
So we gonna show y'all how to do this, son. So this is our BPBC Awards for 2K25 right here. We gonna run them down. We got some categories.
We need an orchestra to play some really swanky ass music.
We did that the first year we did award show.
We did.
I even wore a jacket. We're gonna bring it back for 2027.
I mean, you guys couldn't tell because we were still doing audio then, but yeah.
Right.
Real black tie event we put together. This shit was baller.
Yeah, man. It seemed like we cut the production costs. Well, just wait. Just new electronics, new facilities loading real soon. A lot of things happened in my personal life for the last couple of weeks, so please bear with. Just understand, growth is imminent.
So if you guys really want to hear a recap of the changes that have been going on in this man's life over the last couple of weeks, that's it.
Might I add some words from our 6-man tag team champion in this, Mr. Ron Murray.
Price just went up.
and that's that.
One finger, not gun finger. This is your daily acknowledgement.
Your daily acknowledgement, straight like that. Wrestler of the year, male and female. We are taking it upon ourselves to look at the dichotomy of work over the last year and give you who are our top picks for the best male and female performers of the year.
We don't have the same criteria like last year where, we had this really stringent set of rules. Basically, look, you needed to be on TV. So you need at least 50% of the year to qualify for the awards, just like the NBA. You cannot qualify for any sort of award if you've not played a certain percentage of games. So if you weren't on television due to injury for a certain part of the year, for more than half, you don't qualify.
So let's start with the female wrestler of the year.
All right, I'm with you.
We have a couple of people that we could talk about. Like, we'll start with last year's winner from our awards, Toni Storm.
Shout out.
Candidate because she holds down the entire women's division, even without a championship belt. That she is a woman who makes the title. The title did not make her.
The most unique presentation in all of professional wrestling by a active woman competitor.
And one of the first times that we've ever seen on a woman repeat an angle that was killed and still be equally or more successful than she was in the first iteration of the same angle. That's saying something. So Toni Storm, you get the watch. Naomi also gets a watch. Why does Naomi get a watch? Well, let's talk about it.
Big time watches. Not for you, Steve. With somebody else, baby. Welcome, baby.
It does. boy.
And apparently Cody Rhodes did not inherit the Dreams jump shot.
Not at all.
Cody, what are you doing at Fanatics Fest? My God. You from the A. I know you're supposed to have a little bit more athletic juice than that. Maybe it's just not his sport. He was a freestyle wrestler. He's probably dope as hell at baseball. He can probably hit a baseball and field one like no other. But
basketball, not for you.
Yeah, jump shot broke.
Yeah,
come sit over here by me because mine is trashed now too.
Yeah, I need to get out there and get mine going again. See, I got a court down the street. I need to exercise. I didn't even realize it was down the street until just now, and here I am about to move. Regardless, Naomi. Let's run it back. Naomi, back in the beginning of the year, was heavily involved in the angle with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Get well soon, Bianca Belair.
Cocoa Butter Combat Club.
The Cocoa Butter Combat Club, as we have so aptly named them. And people were glued to that whole situation up until Naomi it was exposed that it was actually Naomi who was the assailant of Jade Cargill. We fast forward to, you'll hear this name a little later on, Evolution 2, live from Atlanta. And we have a no holds barred match for a payoff with Jade Cargill and Naomi. Naomi later in the end of the show cashes in her Money in the Bank contract, wins the WWE Women's Championship, and the next week has to give up said championship because of her announced pregnancy with baby with her husband Jimmy Uso.
Oos gang or don't bang.
It also came out that based on the numbers, not based off of knowledge, but based off how the numbers work, that it's very possible, more possible than not, that Naomi was pregnant during Evolution 2. If it wasn't for her pregnancy, she probably would run away with this hands down. But we found one other person worthy of carrying this title as the Women Wrestler of the Year.
So much so that you actually changed my original answer.
Which was?
My original answer was going to be Io Sky, because I felt like nobody had the consistency on television with the match quality that Io Sky was having. Rhea missed time this year. Bianca hadn't been seen since WrestleMania. Naomi, as you just explained. Jade Cargill might have been the only other person who ascended to world championship status and didn't miss any time. At least I don't think.
No, there was no time, and she was just gone.
So yeah,
she was Twitter beefing with Jordan Grace, and there's that. Did nothing for either one of them, but you know how that go.
I mean, he got him a program on TV. They filled up some time, so it's a work in progress.
So, our choice for the Female Wrestler of the Year. 2 reasons. Number 1, because Texas.
Indeed.
Number 2, this woman became champion at Ring of Honor Final Battle, December the 10th, 2022. December the 10th, 2022. She has held the title.
That deserves another yeah, ho.
For 3 years and 3 months and change.
Yeah, ho, indeed.
Athena Palmer, Women's Wrestler of the Year, according to the BPBC.
I like it. I like what we've done here. We've made a real choice. We've put some thought into it. We have reasoning behind our choices. We are not doing votes here. This ain't no democracy. It is a dictatorship over here. It is very much it's a Shaq and Penny type situation over here. I had another basketball combo, but they're persona non grata, at least one of them.
Thump and Bump, Barkley and Mahorn. That's a good one.
We ain't trying to get thrown out the club.
I mean, why not?
If we would never go to the club with the intention to get thrown out. We just wouldn't show up.
This is true. All right. Oklahoma City, James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
Oh no, OKC James Harden. He let the whole team down in the finals.
They didn't play together in Oklahoma City. They played together in Houston. They didn't play together in Oklahoma City. I had to think about that before a second.
Wait, Harden and who?
Westbrook.
Yeah, they played at OKC together. That's where it started.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
Yeah, Westbrook, Harden, and Durant were all OKC first.
Well, Durant moved the team.
Durant moved himself.
Well, no, Durant was a supersonic.
Yeah, I do remember that part.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he moved the team to Oklahoma City.
I mean,
So there's that. All right. So our male wrestler of the year, Suave.
So this took some thinking, and I used the same formula, basically saying I needed you to be there at least 50% of the time. So
what's the superhero's top 2 abilities?
Availability
and
reliability.
Thank you, sir.
Will you be there? And can I count on you to deliver the goods? There are people that, when booked, you can depend on to be there, and they will deliver the goods. They just aren't booked to be there as often. That would be our tribal chief. Even to a degree, Seth Rollins, but he's missed a significant amount of time. There was another one I had in mind that missed a lot of time, but probably would have fit into the Cena. Even Cena, same. He counted his dates. He told you how many he had.
Put him up on the wall.
So, for this year's Wrestler of the Year, care of the BPBC, CM Punk.
Cranberry mimosa.
He is the first in this whole era of people online complaining that the World Heavyweight Champion isn't there. Well, when it's Roman, he's never there. When it's anybody else, they have no questions about it. Punk
it's cool when they do it. It ain't cool when we do it.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when he do it. I ate noodles with no packet.
That's the most Gen Alpha thing I've heard.
Cereal, no milk, pot of milk, jet water. But CM Punk takes the crown. He is the first person in this internet era of people being mad at the champion when the champion isn't who they want him to be, to bring back defending the title on a regular basis on weekly television. Even Seth, during his abbreviated run as champion, was not defending the title weekly. Jay, in his 51 days, might have had 1 or 2 title defenses on Raw. One of them was Seth. But Punk has been very consistent with being at every show for the most part, defending the title quite regularly on television. So for that reason, and the fact that he's essentially been the main character for the last year and a half, CM Punk, Wrestler of the Year.
And it's so crazy because he was doing the same thing at AEW and couldn't fight the injury bug for the dumbest of reasons while putting up the same effort of work.
It's crazy.
Universe works mysteriously.
How different would life have been if the injury bug hadn't bitten Punk in AEW and the fisticuffs never took place?
He's the only 3-time world champion in AEW that's not mentioned. I think the only other one is Jon Moxley.
And then there's that.
And that's crazy because one of the times he won the championship, he lost it without defending it because of the injury.
So technically, he's still the AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
It's debatable. I mean, we could be looking at the interim belt right now.
That's where the timeline splits like a Marvel movie.
Yep. That's just like the IWGP title and the IWGP World title. Like there's a lineage that got broken.
Speaking of IWGP titles.
Oh, speaking of.
Shout out to the BPBC Big Belt giveaway.
Yes.
Follow at Broken Pencil BC on all formats and platforms to see how you can enter to win
a big belt.
2 big belts being given away by the Broken Pencil Booking Company, Pro Wrestling Podcast, Infused with Hip Hop.
Yes, the IWGP version 4 world title, as well as the IWGP global title.
There you go.
Both of those are up for grabs. Go to at Broken Pistol BC on anything, on literally on anything and everything.
Yeah.
On what?
Everything.
Everything.
And everything.
Check the rules there. Follow the rules. Listen in totality. We're doing this for look. It ain't often that you get not one but two active titles being given away.
Given.
Online pricing ranges between $200 to $1,000 depending on your vendor. These are official, super official. So there's that. All right, back on task. Our next award is going to be the Tag Team Wrestlers of the Year.
Tag team back again.
We're doing both male and female.
Check it to record.
We ain't here for a good time. I mean, a long time. We're here for a good time.
Facts.
I'm going to get this one out the way. Male Tag Team of the Year, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP the Hurt Syndicate.
That's it.
Who better? Who in a real life environment?
Not
who
even
messing
Canyon.
with them?
Not even Canyon.
Nobody. And the fact that they're not tag team champions actually hurts my hurts my syndicate. However, get well soon, Bobby Lashley.
Hey, yo, get off my syndicate. That's hilarious. I might have to adopt that phrase and then really start putting it to work.
But get off my syndicate.
Yeah, get off my syndicate.
Yeah. Syndicate thieves. That's female funny. Tag Team of the Year. It's kind of funny. Me and Suave were talking about this. And my pick originally was Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. However, they don't happen to the point that where we see them now if it's not for Suave's choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kabuki Warriors. Heidi! Look, sometimes the entertainment value is what will push you past the finish line. There's a lot. We've already spoken about this. There's a lot of wrestling every week on television. There's a PLE or a pay-per-view every month, several every month.
There's a run-in or two.
You can watch wrestling in a handful of languages every week. It's literally that much content.
I think the only day we don't have wrestling on TV is Sunday, and I think you can probably catch a rerun.
Oh, if you go to YouTube, you can.
Well, we want to talk about YouTube. Don't even count because we just like Netflix. We got Raw. Tuesday we got NXT. Wednesday we got AEW. Thursday we have TNA. Friday we have SmackDown and AAA, and Saturday we have Collision.
And Sundays have pay-per-views once a month.
And anytime WWE is on, you can count on the Kabuki Warriors or somebody representing one form of the Kabuki Warriors or another showing up on your TV screen. Excellent choice for Tag Team of the Year, in my opinion.
Indeed.
Breakout Star of the Year.
The ASAP Ferg Award. I'm on a new level. Where you
100% stock up from where you were this time last year. That's it. That's the criteria.
Stock up, stock down. That's it.
We split this one.
Okay.
And I don't remember. Matter of fact, let me scroll back here real quick. Wow. Okay. It was Bloodline related last year. Okay. So
everything was Bloodline related last year.
This is true. And again, this is your daily acknowledgement. We got two. Mine for me is Kyle Fletcher.
Which is a great pick.
Kyle Fletcher has, since leaving the United Empire and joining the Don Callis family, became the TNT champion twice. Put on for the C3 the C3 or the Continental Classic. The C2-3 version 3 is what it was. So Continental Classic, third year. He put on for that, got to the semifinals, and just his feud with Mark Briscoe, candidate for feud of the year. His work is just effortless, and even so far this year, like he's keeping the momentum moving because he kicked off. Actually, he kicked off last year at Revolution in a cage match with Will Ospreay, which puts it was part of why Will Ospreay is on the shelf. Wink, wink, but that match took it all the way from Will Ospreay, but put all the emphasis on Kyle Fletcher as a single star, and it's just been up from there. So that my breakout star of the year is Kyle Fletcher. Suave, what you got?
In this particular instance, first of all, I do agree with you. Very much deserving of a breakout superstar type situation. However, I went this particular route simply because I feel like, again, it's improvement from year to year. I went Javon Evans.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Come on and raise up.
Take a shirt off.
Was he alive when that song came out?
No.
That's wild.
No. P.D. Pablo dropped that song, I want to say 2002.
1 or 2, something like that.
Javon Evans is 21 years old. You do the math. He might have been alive when Freak League was popping. No, he wasn't alive when Freak League was popping.
He was not. He's all in a very tight window, sir. Yeah, no. He was not. He was not alive for any of P.D. Pablo's shining moments.
I've had 4 kids since that man was born.
Relax, bro.
It is the truth. It is the truth. Take it easy.
That's crazy. But yeah, I had Javon Evans. I feel like he's done enough. He's done a lot. I won't say he's done enough. He's just done a lot. Very few people get Randy Orton outside and to an NXT situation. And you don't call that shot for a nobody.
There's a handful of people at the top of the back of the locker room, and Randy Orton is one of those 5 that's like at the top of the pecking order. Like if there's like a council of the senior statesmen of the locker room, Randy Orton is on that council. And for him
go ahead.
For him to go to NXT and put on for Javon Evans and almost give Javon Evans a win. Javon Evans didn't go over, but he got over.
If he's in the room, you definitely got to ask him if you can leave your bag in there.
Because
like you just got to respect whatever space he's in at the time. Like don't go in there doing stupid stuff. Ask that man if it's okay. And make sure you give him a firm handshake when you see him too. Yeah, like I don't know if Randy daps up or fist bumps or what he does, but whatever it is, you do it with some authority.
Your forearm needs to be sore afterwards. Like you need to see that pop.
Hey, yo, pause.
No, grip, pause. Hey, we watched too much Mace, man. Too much Mace. Oh,
what are you gonna do with this information?
That's classic. I wish we could play that on here, man. Oh, Jay.
Man, hey, he's never been funnier to me than that clip.
Oh man. Oh, he had a couple. He's got a couple that go down in history. That one right now, because of how that one came into your world and the fact that it landed in mine in a similar manner.
I'm in prisoner of the moment mode when it comes to that clip.
The energy for this show usually you don't get this late in the evening. It's all coming from that clip.
Facts. Actual.
Especially on the weekend.
But now we have a counterpart for this award that we need to give out. So there is a lady who is in line to receive Breakout Star of the Year. Who would that be?
Ooh. A lady that received Breakout Star of the Year.
Uh-huh.
To be honest with you, simply because she went to SmackDown after a crazy run and even lost her tag team partner in the midst. I'm giving it to Lash Legend. This is somebody who I did not plan on even, having on my radar 2 years ago because of what she did with Jakara Jackson. And Jakara Jackson has, left NXT and gone to TNA after her 30 days expired and rebranded herself as Mara Sade. And everything that you didn't see from her in NXT, you're seeing now from TNA. If it wasn't for the fact that she was in TNA, Mara Jade will also be in contention for this, and they could possibly be a tag team of the year if they stayed together on the main roster in WWE. But her going over to SmackDown and holding court in the ring with some of the best that SmackDown has to offer, I gotta give it to Lash Legend.
Okay. My honorable mention is someone I realized why I couldn't give them breakout star for 25, because they've just been consistent every year that they've been on television. They've gone stock up every year, but I wouldn't call it breakout at this point because it's just on an incline to improve every year. Shout out to Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, she did not earn a pay-per-view placement, during the whole, Anarchy in the Arena.
Yep.
So that would have been absolutely a reason to say stock up breakout star of the year, but I just feel like she's been consistent time and again. Again, what are the two greatest abilities?
Availability and reliability.
Available and reliable, that defines Willow Nightingale. Who's better off now than they were a year ago is my choice. Maxine Dupree.
Ooh. Very well done, sir.
Like, just went from almost a cheerleader.
Let's say it, from chicken shit to chicken salad.
I mean, there's that. You go from essentially being eye candy with a team who can't really get it on television to you're semi-main eventing with Becky Lynch at Madison Square Garden. That's full stock up. It's the definition of stock up.
First singles title against Becky Lynch.
So I mean, hey, I know people like to put that Becky Hogan thing on her, but that's not good Triteri-ish.
That at all.
That is not how business that works for her, brother. Sister.
And speaking of Becky, she is the road mom of Javon Evans. That also is not good Triteri-ish.
At all. At all. As a matter of fact, since we're going to bring that guy up, available at the merch store.
I should have worn that one tonight. Keenan was right.
Yeah.
Randy always knew.
Always.
The Irish Sheik didn't lie.
Pause. And that shirt's 20% off on the merch store. tinyurl.com/BPBC merch. When you enter at checkout, BPBC BBG. You know what those letters stand for? Broken Pencil Booking Company, Big Belt Giveaway.
There it is. Best and worst match of the year. We split the best. Suave, I don't even know if you have a worst, but you're going to agree with me when I give you mine.
Yeah, I'll probably just side with you on yours because I have two nominees for best. I can't decide which to take.
Okay. To quote the great Tommy Dreamer, I'll take them both. I'm hardcore.
Everybody needs to relax. First shout out is go ahead.
Go ahead.
My two honorable mentions that have to duke it out for best match of the year. First, this one had the best story and theatrics to go to it. Even though the actual match was good, it was outshined by the theatrics and the story. Roman versus Punk versus Seth, WrestleMania 41.
There's the bloodline. There you go.
Facts. Second, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky from Evolution.
Wow.
We can flip the coin on that. If you got a third one to throw in there and we pick the best of the three, I'm cool.
I got two more. We got a 4-pack Shakur here for this one.
All right.
So and honestly, we can throw a fifth in there just for shits and giggles. So
spaceships on Bankhead.
So in the fifth one we'll agree upon, but it's not going to be a winner. We're going to agree that it's an honorable mention. In fact, I'll give you that one right now. From SmackDown for the U.S. title, the return of Ilya Dragunov versus Sami Zayn.
I like it.
Just go to YouTube, watch the match. Amazing match. From Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. Bandito versus Hechicero for the ROH World Title.
I've heard good things.
Barn burner. This pay-per-view went off the rails early due to distribution and technology issues. Tony Khan put it on YouTube for the free. The entire pay-per-view. Even Lee Moriarty put on a fire match for the Pure Championship. That could also be a contender, but for this one, we didn't put him on there. Bandito versus Hechicero, amazing work. Also, Suave, you brought this one up. From AEW Dynamite on September the 17th, 2025, Mascara Dorada versus the Beast Mortos.
Facts.
Only a 10-minute match, but Dorada doing he's the next incarnation of a cheat code that we have from a luchador, and the Beast Mortos is too wide of a body to be able to do the things that he does in that ring.
The working and walking definition of here for a good time, not a
long time. So those are the four. Pick one.
If I got okay, so you know me, I like the number side of this thing. When in doubt, go with the product that did the best for business. More business has been dictated by that main event of WrestleMania 41 than any other match we have on this list.
It ain't even close.
So, and which one would you go back and watch on a regular basis? Which one's going to be included in some sort of a mixtape or a chronological order situation 5 years from now?
67% of that match is the main event of one of the nights of WrestleMania 42 this year. The story continues. I guess we got our answer.
Okay.
Seth
Roman Punk Seth. There it is.
There it is. Now, on the flip side of the coin, worst match of the year. Don't kill me for this. We all have opinions, and opinions like, shout out to the pimp. You know what I'm going to say. You mentioned it early in the show, Suave. I never want to see this again. Anarchy in the Arena, the women's version.
Oh, wait. You mean Blood and Guts?
Blood and Guts, thank you. Blood and Guts, yes.
Bruh, I forgot about that because that was a rough situation. Yeah.
That was it was not good. I understand people want to protect themselves, but if you protect yourself, we should not see that much blood. I remember we saw War Games matches that didn't even have accidental blood in them for years.
Gratuitous blood for gratuitous blood for the ability to say you were bleeding doesn't help anybody.
Britt Baker, it just proved that she's so sorely missed in that division right now because of how poor.
I wouldn't go that far either, but
I would. I definitely would.
I can think of at least one billionaire that doesn't agree.
I wonder if it's.
Well, I don't know for certain because I haven't spoken with him recently, but all I will say is if he was in favor, it would be happening.
Hey, which one though is the key? All right. Best and worst feud of the year.
Okay.
Best feud of the year. I mean,
I really want you to help me change this answer because now it's gonna sound like it's not gonna work right. I know who my worst is. You can't shake me on that one. But this best feud, I'm not gonna feel bad, but I'm also gonna be like, man, we could have found something better. Could have.
Let's think about all of the other awards that we have seen and how poorly those were put together. If we miss one out of like 8 or 9, I think we're still doing better than the rest of the world out here in pro wrestling broadcast media.
I mean, that's 100% true. Just,
and this is still not a bad option because it's still selling tickets. Even with one half of this equation nowhere to be found. What started with him is still prevalent with the other half of this equation. So without me clouding the judgment or clouding the waters too much here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Your choice has to be my choice in this one. It's Punk versus Seth.
And that was my choice.
It's been going on the entire year of 2023. Well, most of 2023, all of 2024, most of 2024, all of 2025, and we're still going into it 2026, and he's nowhere to be found.
You started the Raw on Netflix era with that match as your main event. And even now, you could get away with making that a main event. To a Raw, to a PLE. If Seth came back and with 2 weeks of television created a situation where he was going to main event night 1 or night 2 with CM Punk, you'd be totally fine with it. Some rivalries just work.
They just work.
They work.
And we as podcasters listen to podcasters. We watch Club Shay Shay with Seth Rollins.
We listen to podcasters and odd bastards.
We also watched What Do You Want to Talk About? And Cody said something on episode with Jey Uso, the work under the work. Seth Rollins made mention to Shay Shay that he and Punk are on a great working relationship, but they haven't really mended the fence of friendship.
And if you listen to that interview or watch that interview, you understand why his grudge holding is at a completely different level than I previously understood.
And whether it be true or whether it be the work under the work, it's still holding true that this feud is going into yet another year.
Whether or not if it's true, is it believable?
Yes, it absolutely is.
It's still real to me, damn it.
And on that note, Punk versus Seth, feud of the year. Who is the worst feud of the year?
Not gonna waste time on this. FTR versus Cope and Cage.
So, I mean,
not gonna waste any time on this.
Friendship went awry. The students being the teacher who did what, but also on the table though, and we got to mention this because he's going to come up again later in the show. El Grande Americano,
the joke with no punchline. Well, I can't give that worst feud because who is he feuding with?
That's
Entertainment.
That's the thing.
He's beefing with Entertainment, and nobody's won a pinfall yet.
How did we lose one and gain another one with 2 sidekicks?
Because it's the joke with no punchline. Like you
started. The joke with no punchline is this box that's on Raw and SmackDown that's opening up next Saturday. Let's talk. Quote Trick Williams. Let's talk about it.
That's a long way to go for a troll. Like dead ass. Like
you already.
I read the same thing you read, and then I heard kind of some stuff that leads in that direction. But I'm also like, this is a very, very, very long way to go for a troll. That's an inside joke to start with. That's crazy.
If you were going to do this, you should have did a Survivor Series. If you really were going to troll, you should have did a Survivor Series so people could have groaned. But whatever. All right.
Yeah, because it does have gobbledygooker vibes to it.
Easy peasy. Like make the best of it. Make chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's what you do. Best story of the year.
Naomi's heel turn. Everything about the Cocoa Butter Combat Club implosion, the return of Jade Cargill at Elimination Chamber, her going stupid on Naomi embracing her negative side, basically adopting a couple of little nuances of Owen Hart's turn, including the caution tape, her becoming literally the best heel on WWE television.
Dog, this is
probably a world champion.
This is one of the only things that I really liked about Unreal. We got to see the behind the scenes of the making of the briefcase. Remember when we see online, like, because her internet trolling went to a whole new level with her anti-Jade post and Jade with her anti-Naomi post.
It was out of control.
The little things that were inside the briefcase that she would slowly pull out, or things that we would see that she would pack up in the briefcase, and then we got to see that in Unreal. Like, that's a new level. If you want to sell merch, you sell the briefcase with all the stuff that she packed in the merch. That's you want the little girls to be like your favorite wrestler, your favorite superhero, superstar, what have you. You do it exactly the same way. The tape, the Jey Uso doll, the Jimmy Uso doll, the razor blades, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it was a lot of culture in that briefcase that didn't have to be explained because it was for a certain audience. Exactly. We know exactly what that meant.
Come on,
so
man.
You didn't have to explain that to the rest of the audience because it was social media. We saw it and we immediately got it. Masterful job.
That story goes on. Even she could have continued that story on even in her absence.
I mean, look, pretty soon we'll get back to business. And it's hard to say that somebody who's been there and been on that grind this long, air quotes, finally figured it out. But she finally figured out what works for her. Because our age-old objective in this space is to translate the culture for public consumption. She figured it out. And commendable.
As a hated commodity, one of the most cheered and jeered by the same people for the same reasons. Man, come on, man.
And if you want proof, go watch the promo she cut when she told everybody she was pregnant.
That's a heel. No. Go check the reaction when she won. No, go check the reaction when she cashed in. Then check the reaction when she won.
This is the green light.
She was leaking like a faucet too.
Look, this is the green light for WWE's production team. Shout out, guys. Appreciate y'all checking out the show again. We need a Naomi mixtape on YouTube of just last year, 2025. Only
30 days. Go check it. Or 30 days, either 30 days from now or 30 days before she come back. Go check it. There it is. It's gonna be up there.
Everybody relax.
Meanwhile, worst story of the year. This is every aspect of what you just said, Suave. Cena's heel turn.
Cena's heel turn and the retirement tour. Just
you could break down the retirement tour. You could break down the final boss. You could break down Travis Scott. You could break down the fact that because Travis Scott never got the Cody never got his lick back on Travis Scott because Travis Scott skated. The fact that they tried to bury Travis Scott, and the fact that The Rock disappeared during this. The fact that John Cena came back and said that he should have never done that to begin with. Like,
did you see the clip where Cena was like, I haven't seen the whole episode, but we're in this clip, he kind of alludes to Travis didn't want to do it anymore. And then The Rock went another way. Those two, because I do know from watching enough John Cena, he's very diplomatic about the statements he makes. So he doesn't mix a lot of conjecture in with his statements. He's gonna say it and it's gonna be true how he says it. I just want to know what caused it.
What's causing all this?
That part. Because, like, Travis Scott deciding to do something else, that doesn't strike me as shocking. And, you know, things happen. Obviously, he makes impulse decisions. He almost got into a rap beef for Pusha T. He wasn't thinking. However, on the other side of it, it's like, well, how much of 2025 did you plan around Travis Scott? That would have been my first question. Second, why did you plan so much around Travis Scott?
What the hell are you thinking?
Other than trying to siphon his other than trying to siphon his marketability, like, what were you thinking about? Why would you do that? This isn't bad.
What cashmere coat had you thinking that Travis Scott was Ric Flair? Y'all did a clothing collab with this man named after one of your trademark character names to give him all this pub the bust Cody's eardrum. Boy, slap yourself.
All right, let's keep it G. Everything about Elimination Chamber and the heel turn would have been perfect with or without Travis Scott. He didn't have to be there for that. Just like he didn't have to smoke dope with Jey Uso while making an entrance.
And you damn sure didn't have to call it Sage, didn't sold our intelligence. We knew what it was.
They had to find a way to cover for it.
We know how rappers get down.
Was that not the first episode of Raw on Netflix?
January 6th?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't need to hide anything. You just did that because that's what you're used to.
That was Los Angeles. So that was the same episode as Good Try Terry's last hoorah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely correct. I'll stop you when you start lying.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
When you do great, we'll call you out. When you do bad, we'll do the same. That's how this works. All right, moving on.
We may call you a little, we may call you a lot.
Just know we will call you. Best heel of the year. There's only one answer. The new legend killer, the career killer.
I hate how we got here, but we're here now.
The 5-star ring general, Walter in our house.
Shooter McGavin. Like, I mean, he does the part of playing the heel better than just about anybody else, and he didn't miss a lot of time. He was granted a vacation because he was on TV every week wrestling over and over and over again.
Let's see, Jey Uso and there was one other loss that he had last year. Who sent him home?
Punk.
That's what it was. Jey Uso and Punk.
So here's an odd stat. Ever since being called up, he has like 6 losses and they're all championships.
He might be the one to break 17.
You could have left break 17 off and just say he might be the one.
He could also be the one.
Whatever it needs to be, he might be the one.
He could also be the one to run the belt into the ground and retire with the longest reign this side of Roman.
He has so many things working in his favor, including the people that are writing the stories.
Look, let me land this plane for you, Suave, real quick. Not even to cut you off or disrespect you. We say it all the time, less is more, right?
Right.
Well, we have that answer for you later on in the show. Walter is as bare bones of a professional wrestler, not a sports entertainer, a professional wrestler as you can get in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
When they say throwback, this is what you saw on TV in the 70s and in the 80s, and more so in the 80s in house shows than what you will see on the TV in the 80s. But Bob Roop comes to mind. If you don't know who Bob Roop is, I'll move. If you don't know who Bob Roop is, Bob Roop used to take kids who wanted to come to wrestling school the first day, stretch them and break limbs and see if they would come back for more.
Facts.
That's Walter. And however you want to present him,
you can,
as long as it's the stripped down version of what you think it should be. That's your guy. There's nobody else that can do that right now.
He doesn't even have to change his presentation to be a face, because the work is what he focuses on.
It's easy. All he has to do is retire the right person.
That or just focus on the ring is sacred. If at any point after Punk sent him home on hiatus for about 2.5 months, if he had come back, looked the Vision square in the eye, and gave that same spiel that he gives about the ring being sacred and you're just another so-and-so, he'd be face number 1 on Raw. And you could ride that for about 6 months.
He's already retired 2 legends.
Wait. How many? 2 and a possible?
Two legends and a Goldberg.
Damn. So AJ, Goldberg, and who else?
Cena.
You're right.
So we forget.
Right.
How soon we forget.
Do you see how it ended up his worst story? Like you didn't pin that correctly.
And Walter was involved in that too, unfortunately.
I mean, he's getting the proper placements. Like they're paying for the radio spins.
Absolutely.
So hey, heel of the year.
Worst heel of the year.
Walter in our house.
Worst heel of the year.
John Moxley.
Here's what I can say about Mox.
He shows up every day.
I was going to say that. I don't want to hate him. I don't want to like him. But I think as a fan, I want to see him, and that's about where it stops.
I'm very much entertained by aspects of his presentation. It has nothing to do with the character work. He himself is just, I don't want to say he's a funny individual. He's an entertaining individual.
His quirks make him entertaining, yes.
Right. If you know what to look for, he's hella entertaining every time you see him. But let's keep it G. At the end of the Death Riders saga with him as champion, even AEW crowds were checking out on this. Check the main event of All Out in Toronto, or any of the subsequent other matches that came afterwards.
With the exception of the Continental Classic match that he had against Okada.
And was that's the end of 25, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Matter of fact, those last 2 matches, the semifinal match against Fletcher and the match against Okada.
We had already talked about how much I hated that. Yeah. But yeah, just the crowds were checking out on him. Like it felt like a story that wouldn't end because it didn't seem like it had a point. And everything was vague and the conversation was all obscure, dark, and ominous, but again, without a point or without a punchline.
It was Shield-esque, but he was talking like Cactus Jack Manson. Deep cut there with Cactus Jack Manson. But that's what I was reminded of.
Yes, Manson. Deep cut.
All right.
But yeah, it's not a personal slug. It's just, yeah.
Best face of the year.
Okay. You want to go first on this one?
You got it. You can handle this one.
My guy played white meat babyface heel in 2026. 25. And it's 25. Starting to abandon it here the first part of 26. But did that in 2025 when you have no business being able to pull off white meat babyface. You can argue how effective it was or it wasn't, but he played his part and he did it the way that you're supposed to when you get reminded that in the end, there's an equal amount of entertainment value for adults, but the real target audience are kids. Cody Rhodes.
There is nothing else to say on that one. You find me anyone who exemplifies that. You find me anyone that has the visual presentation, the audible presentation, the personality that's gravitating towards the crowd that you're talking about, Suave. And maybe we can have a conversation that there's somebody else in line for this. But for 2025, there is no other person for the reason that you just described than Cody Rhodes.
Honestly, other than Roman, and even to an extent, not as much.
There, people acknowledge because it's the cool thing to do, but a lot of people don't believe in the work because they talk about what he did to the business. The only thing Roman did to the business was keep it damn alive. The numbers show that.
He worked his corner. If you didn't work your corner, that's your business.
Here's what I don't understand. All these pundits are talking about the things that Roman and Cody didn't do, right? From a standpoint of not moving the needle or not doing it for them. But the people who make the money with them are all in agreement that the train stops if they hop off.
They call him QB1 for a reason.
If Roman and or Cody hop off the train, it doesn't stop, but it does get a whole lot slower.
It absolutely loses steam. Absolutely, it does.
So if the people who are directly affected by this are saying this, what's your dumb ass got to say about it?
Everything, but you know why that is. Because I could have very easily have given this award to Jey Uso. Because there is no more interactive entrance in wrestling than Jey Uso coming through the crowd and yeeting with the entire arena. It's been proven. But there is one person that I am choosing to do PR that can literally do all of the stops, urban radio and everything else in between. Codith Raheem Rhodes.
I'm about to say, first of all, as if people did not drag that into the dirt for the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah, they pulled that into absolute existence.
The fact that he acknowledged it on internationally broadcast television with a genital reference that his wife co-signed on social media.
Because that's what a good wife does.
It's
Shout
amazing.
out to the Mandalorian.
It's amazing. You hear me? That's amazing. So
Actual factuals.
Worst face. I mentioned them earlier. How do we have two El Grande Americanas? Well, let me back up because the second one didn't show up until Royal Rumble, so I can't even count the second one.
The second one didn't show back up until Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so I can't even count the second one, which is the OG. So the OG started this. Everybody hated him because we know who he was. He goes out, whether it be hurt or whether it just be on hiatus. Regardless, we hate his guts in America. But now he's over in Mexico.
I just want to correct you on one thing. We didn't hate him because we knew who he was. We hated him because we knew where the joke came from.
Well, there's that too.
It has nothing to do with who's under the mask. The guy under the mask is actually pretty well beloved by people who actually pay attention to the grappling aspect of it.
Oh, and as a wrestler, I mean, he was one of my favorites too.
See?
But to go south of the border and
because that's the environment that's supposed to work in. You know how we know? Because MJF did it.
He did, yeah, and
Clemson did it,
and they loved it. Yep, they love it. Yep.
We've always said this. Stanford is reactionary. They're not proactive, they're reactive. If they see something that works somewhere else, they just amplify it, clean up the production, polish it, and pretend like they did it first.
So this conversation, I hope, will not be the same conversation when we do the 2026 awards in 2027. But man, loading. Loading. Worst pay-per-view of the year. This is our last category. Worst pay-per-view of the year.
Worst, WrestlePalooza.
When the experts at the network that's letting you grace your product or grace their presence with your product give you a failing grade.
That's wild.
Your first time in class?
Right. Like, we recruited you to come to this school and then wrote a scathing review of your first game.
We gave you bread. And then we told you, we don't know if this juice is worth the squeeze.
That's crazy. We're in bed as business partners, and you decide to go pillow talking in public.
And as the owner of the bed, I turn my back on you.
Listen.
Oh, you got me, boy.
Apparently, it was not a company-wide memo that WWE is under the umbrella right now. But had it been a Saturday night's main event, maybe I wouldn't have been so disappointed. If it was on the cock pause, maybe I would have given it better conversation. But for that to be the first PLE on the ESPN platform with all of the hurdles and rings of fire that people have to jump through in order to see it, that was an absolute serving of hot ass.
Fam, it's not often that I talk about resumes of people who have thankless jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
About to give you one.
Okay.
The first person that I read a scathing review from, who's someone who is on the payroll for ESPN, but his history comes from pen journalism. He was one of the most prolific writers for one of the best magazines ever in the history of hip hop, Double XL. In its heyday, it could be argued that the only magazine that mattered was The Source. And what is the one thing in the 90s people read The Source for? It wasn't the articles.
The album reviews.
In the early 90s, there was a crew of individuals that all they did was listen to music before it dropped, review the albums, and what separated them from everybody else, and to this day people still use this system, was the fact that they broke down the system into a 5 mic system.
Mm-hmm.
Broke down reviews into 5 mics. That crew was called the Mind Squad, the Source Mind Squad. One of the members of the Mind Squad is the same person who wrote this first scathing review, which was a failing grade, and that is Andreas Hale.
That's crazy.
Who is an avid wrestling fan from way back.
That's crazy. That's wild. Come on.
There's no more wrestling with hip hop than that. Besides us.
Barry Horowitz. That's wild.
Yeah. And that's just a short list of the things that he's done, but I figure I'd give you that little nugget there.
That's absolutely terrible.
WrestlePalooza, absolutely the worst. Now,
best.
We looked at AEW. We looked at WWE.
Mm-hmm.
In all fairness, we do not include New Japan because of the time discrepancy. I love professional wrestling, but I'm also a family man with a career. I cannot dedicate myself to wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and watch wrestling and go complete a day of work. It's just not going to damn happen. Especially once a month or once every 2 or 3 months. That's not going to happen. Just sorry for you New Japan fans, but that's what it is.
Translation: I'm an adult.
You mean get you some kids and come talk to me. Tell me how life is for you.
Get you some business. With your bum ass.
Cashmere comes. You gotta love it.
Never do well.
Go
be a productive citizen and get back with me.
Yeah, TNA had some decent showings, but they're still not where they were 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13.
6, 7.
Let's just face it. So, and believe you me, AEW didn't have a lot to choose from. They had a couple of gems in there. But the one that stuck out to me more than anything, again, I told you earlier, less is more. We didn't know what to expect from this, especially considering different things we heard about crowd sizes, the fact that this was supposedly booked unknowingly around a 3-day stint in the same city with one of the biggest artists in the damn world and Beyonce. Right down the street, the damn Mercedes-Benz Dome. But you put on the second iteration of a pay-per-view that was created by an organic movement within the organization, but that pay-per-view happened about 8 years ago. But what did you do? You did it anyway and knocked it out the damn park. Let me read you this card because this is going to make me want to go back and watch it. Let's see here. I should have had the card pulled up, but I just me talking about it like I got to relive this. So bear with me while I pull the card up. The show starts off with a complete and total bang. Word to DDP. And so we have actually no. Well, I guess it did start off with a bang because this was actually pretty dope too. Becky Lynch, Bayley, Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra had already had some issues with consistency in her matches, but now she has Becky and Bayley with her in this match, and it elevated her. The next match for the NXT Women's Championship, JC Jane versus Jordan Grace, featuring a heel turn from a newly arriving Blake Monroe. She's here for a cup of coffee, and turns around, turns heel, and helps out JC Jane after the match. So you had an NXT match on a main roster pay-per-view. We also had a fatal 4-way tag team match for the Women's World Tag Team Championship. Judgment Day versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Sol Ruka and Zarya. More NXT action versus the Kabuki Warriors. There's your Women's Tag Team Wrestlers of the Year. And let's see here.
Everything happens for a reason.
Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for the Women's Championship. This was nothing more than a smooze fest for Trish Stratus. It was just get Trish on TV because she helped do this too.
It was a resume moment for Tiffany Stratton. It's one of those career builders.
Naomi versus Jade Cargill, no holds barred.
Cooked.
That's the bang that we were talking about.
Cooked.
Stephanie Vaquer versus eliminated Lash Legend in a coming out moment. It was a 20 women Evolution Battle Royal for a future world championship match. This is the match that set Stephanie Vaquer for winning her world championship. Also, coming out party of sorts for Lash Legend. This is what I'm talking about. Breakout star of the year. See how this works? And then Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley that turned into a triple threat with a cash in. This is your pay-per-view of the this is your pay-per-view of the year. Hands down.
I had more fun watching that show than anyone I can remember. And I tried really, really hard to give it to an AEW show. but a lot of those had John Moxley main events that, and I'm not blaming him specifically, but like I said, the audience had checked out on him at some point because the story didn't feel like it had an end. So, but yeah,
I still blame Adam Page, but whatever.
we blame Adam Page for a lot.
Yeah,
Arson being one of them. I can stop there.
Dog said arson.
Arson. You hear me? Arson. That's what I blame him for. Arson.
Yeah. So yeah, your women's pay-per-view of the, or actually not if they're women's, your pay-per-view of the year period happens to be a women's PLE, and that PLE is Evolution 2.
I got one last award.
This just in.
Masahab felt like there wasn't a body bag this year.
Oh, he found one.
Chances are he might be right.
Hold on, I got my arms folded because I'm sitting here like there ain't no Brandalorian, ain't no lump of coal, ain't no body bag. I'm over here Kanye on Sway. Tell me what you got, man.
So look, there were some promos cut, most of them being by Naomi after this heel turn. A lot of them taking place online. Again, more Naomi. But I had to find a way to recognize this moment, and this is the best way I could figure out how to do it.
Uh-oh.
When Bronson Reed carjacked the sneakers of Roman Reigns and put them around his neck, I am telling you, the reaction that it got out of us in a text thread is like few things we have ever discussed wrestling wise. This was like Samoa Joe telling Jeff Hardy to shut up while I'm sharing with the group. Treat this like an AA meeting and shut up while I'm sharing with the group. It's that level.
That's what kicked off the body bag award itself.
Facts. The level of cultural relevance that comes from beating a man up and taking his shoes.
Tying him together. Don't forget to tying him together.
Tying the laces together and then wearing them around his neck.
Which the neck is the telephone wire for those of you who are in the know.
If you know, you know.
Oh my
that
God.
Was, you can't cut a better promo than that.
That's great, Suave. That's great.
The making of the tribal thief is the body bag for 2025.
All right. So there was one other thing. I'm trying to find it. Because I swear we posted it, but I guess we didn't. What's the November pay-per-view for AEW? Help me out here.
It's not World's End. It's the one before that.
Is that Revolution? No, it's not Revolution. Full Gear. It's Full Gear. So let me pull up the Full Gear card real quick and tell you who this. Because this is the we forgot to do this on the Instagram for a myriad of reasons, but we have to do it on here simply because you remember the body bag. I remember the oh shit moment of the year award.
Yeah, it was Full Gear.
Actually, it had to be Evolution. Oh, it had to be World's End that this happened at. Because I know it did happen to Mercedes Moné. Hold on one second here. World's End. Yep, that's it. Oh shit moment of the year. Lots of things happen where belief is suspended, and like here's a peek behind the curtain. I can tell you right now that unless he outdoes himself, or like we see something absolutely crazy that makes us jump up out our seat and call each other, Javon Evans for 2026 has the oh shit moment of the year with that cutter that he did on Rayo Grande on Monday Night Raw. Would you agree with that so far?
So far, because You're saying for 26, that's gonna be the one.
For 26, that like as of this moment, if 26 ended right now, that's the oh shit moment of the year. Have you seen anything else that made you say oh shit? Like to that? Actually, no. So there's another nomination.
You got to think about the last 3 that we posted.
Yeah, I mean, because Swerve and Kenny Omega. See, there's arguments here, right? So there are things where suspension is this. I mean, where disbelief is suspended, rather, or belief is suspended. That kind of make you think something really bad happened, and in some cases, it really does.
Right.
Our 2025 oh shit moment of the year is a situation that we thought we saw the worst thing that could possibly happen on television in a live round, and by all accounts, everybody walked away safe.
Oh, I do.
And that is the tornado brainbuster from the top rope that Chris Statlander delivered to Jamie Hayter.
Bruh. Yeah, I was convinced we had seen a murder death kill.
MDK.
Yeah, we saw MDK. Like, yeah, for those of you who've seen Demolition Man, yeah, we thought we saw one of those. I can agree with you on the one for 25.
26 is off to a bang though, regardless.
26 got 3 that we've posted because 2 are from Dynamite, 1's from Raw. So you got the cut. You got Javon Evans, timing a perfect cutter from a opposite corner. You have
Pac. So we're talking. Hold on, we're talking about 20 by 20, and you meet in the middle. So he jumped in the air 10 feet to catch somebody 10 feet, and then fall straight down.
Oh yeah, the physics about that is mind blowing,
insane.
So it's gonna be in the running up until the very end. But an overhead belly-to-belly suplex into steel steps.
Oh, yeah. YFN Darby.
Like, get real.
And that was 2026? I thought, oh, man.
It was January.
Jesus.
We posted that on January 7th.
That was the first one we did, wasn't it? For this year?
Yep.
Wow.
And then you have Swerve dumping Kenny Omega on his surgically repaired neck,
which is the last one, and Javon Evans is right in between all 3 of those
with a vertebraker through a table. So I think the one-upsmanship is gonna continue, but I got a fair amount of money on the fact that Javon Evans will probably top himself again this year. Pause.
Well, we got Elimination Chamber next week. You know who ain't gonna win? We're pushing back the BPBC Big Belt giveaway final. I guess the winner
award ceremony for that part.
Yeah, pushing it back due to Elimination Chamber. We forgot about that. We also going to have to push back the Black History episode for the same reason. So, yeah, scheduling conflicts here. So we got you on both of those. And they're actually going to be the same episode. So on that note,
my co-host been out here on the French Riviera.
Hey, I got cash in 100-degree weather. You don't pat that shit, you block that shit. This is,
$20,000 alpaca.
Alpaca. You know what I call my pet llama? I call her Dolly. Suave, take it to the house.
Put the club soda on there. Pencil pushers. Like, rate, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell that friend to tell a friend, and then tell that friend again. Heads up. Pencils down.
Down where, Kevin Nash? Down there.
You know where.
Whole lot of fucking gang shit.